What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money event week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for April 29th through May 5th, 2021. The current casino podium vehicle is the Ubermock Revolter. The overall design of the Revolter is primarily based on the Cadillac Escala concept. It released about 3 years ago with the Doomsday Heist update and normally costs about $1.6 million. This vehicle is in the sports car class and is a very quick sleeper car for its size. It has amazing acceleration, pushing power almost like a truck, making it a very consistent sports car for contact races. Now obviously it's not on Pariah or Italian GTO level, but it's still one of the quickest sedans in the game in terms of acceleration. But anyways, for those of you who originally paid full price for the Revolter and are not happy about it being in the podium, you can still take the one you originally purchased and sell it for about $1.1 million, depending on your upgrades and how much you paid for it originally. So, is the Revolter worth attempting to win by spinning the lucky wheel over and over this week? Well, considering this car's normal price of over $1.6 million, which is insane for a sedan, I highly recommend trying to get it off the wheel this week if you don't have one already. Even if it's not the fastest sports car around most tracks, it's still the ultimate sleeper car in my opinion, with tons of pushing power to get the other players out of your way. So starting off with the property discounts, we have 50% off the bunkers as well as the upgrades and renovations for it as well. The bunker is one of the best businesses in the game in terms of passive income while you're doing other activities in the game like Cayo Perico for example, and getting it for half price with the upgrades is a very good deal in my opinion. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 40% off the Paragon R. So this car is in the sports car class and is a pretty quick car with good acceleration and handling as well. It's not on top sports car pace, but again, it's still a pretty quick sports car if you want to have some variety in sports car races. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 40% off the Ardent. So this vehicle is in the Sports Classics class and unfortunately cannot be used in races due to the machine guns it has mounted on it, even though other cars can be used in races with machine guns on it like the Comet Safari for example. But anyways, it's a pretty forgotten car due to this, and it's something nice to have in your garage that most people don't own. Moving along, we have 40% off the APC. The APC is a great vehicle to have as it has good armor, upgradable turret weapons, and it's amphibious as well, which means it can drive on water, so pretty good all-around vehicle. Next up, we have 40% off the half-track. Now the half-track has a pretty good upgradable turret weapon, but overall it's very slow and honestly not as good in comparison to the Insurgent Pickup Custom for example, which is just a lot better in almost every way. So that's it for vehicle discounts, only 4 this week, which really isn't too great. I honestly expected a lot more this week, more than 4. 4 discounts is pretty disappointing in my opinion, and the vehicles themselves aren't really all that great. Definitely a very weak event in terms of discounts in my opinion. In terms of weapon discounts, all laser weapons are 40% off, which is pretty nice. Even though I'm sure most of you have them already, but if you don't, now is definitely the time to buy them. In terms of Triple Money, we have Triple Money NRP on the Motor Wars Adversary mode. This one is pretty fun to do with friends, but not as fun as some of the other ones in my opinion. But in terms of Double Money, we have Double Money NRP on the Adversary modes Bunker, Diamond, and Missile Base. So these are pretty fun to do with decent variety. And lastly, the best for last, we have Double Money NRP on Bunker Business Selling Missions, which is amazing. Usually a full bunker will sell for about $1,050,000. Now you'll be able to sell a full bunker for about $2.1 million, which definitely makes the business a lot more worth it. I'm sure tons of you guys are going to be making millions of dollars this week. Moving on to the Prime Gaming discounts for Prime Gaming members only. I'll leave instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Prime Gaming member if you aren't one already. So we have 35% off the Weaponized Dinghy. This boat came out recently with the Cayo Perico update and honestly isn't all that great. It's a Pegasus vehicle with no customization, you can't even change the color on it, and it's still way too much money even at this discounted price in my opinion. Next up, we have 70% off the JB700W. So this car is in the Sports Classics class and is a weaponized version of the regular JB700 with guns that actually work this time. Plus it has the oil slick upgrade as well, making it the proper James Bond car. Although keep in mind that it cannot be used in Sports Classics races. Moving along, we have 70% off the Armored Boxville. So this has pretty decent armor in terms of window paneling, but no armor in terms of explosion armor. Not a very good vehicle at all in my opinion. Plus you need to own a vehicle cargo warehouse in order to even purchase it. And lastly, for Prime Gaming, you will continue to get the sonar station upgrade for the Kasaka submarine for free. For like the 4th month in a row, this upgrade just doesn't seem to be ending. It normally costs 1.2 million and getting it for free is pretty good, I guess, if you haven't been able to in the past 4 months or so. Also, don't forget, guys, just for logging in this week as a Prime Gaming member, you'll get a free $200,000, which is pretty cool. Again, guys, if you don't see a discount on these vehicles, it's because you don't have your Prime Gaming account linked to your social club. Again, all the information on how to do that is down below in the pinned comment. And lastly, we have, of course, the RC Bandito time trial of Vespucci Beach. This week's normal time trial is Elysian Island 2. I highly recommend either the Hakachu Drag, Shotaro, or a Batty 801 for that time trial. And this week's premium race is the Supercar Race Cutting Coroners. I highly recommend either the Emirates, Krieger, S80RR, or a Wagner for this race. Every Friday I post a guide on how to easily beat the time trials and premium race, so stay tuned for that if you're new. Anyways, guys, hope this was helpful. Overall, this event week isn't very good at all in terms of vehicle discounts, but in terms of double money and triple money, I think Rockstar did pretty well, especially with the bunker business being double money and putting the bunkers themselves half price as well. Now's definitely the right time to get into the bunker businesses if you don't currently own one. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.